Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romi TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah.
Hello guys, welcome to Romi TV Africa. This is Chatspot with me, Collins Ochieng. You can follow me on my social media pages as follows. That is Collins_KE on Instagram and Twitter. While on Facebook is at Mark Collins Ochieng. Remember, this is Romi TV Africa. Make sure that you subscribe it, you like it, you share it, and you give us your comments on Romi TV Africa across all social media platforms. And I'm not alone, I'm joined with these beautiful ladies. I will start with my far right, who is going to introduce herself, and then as we embark on the topic.
Melaban, my social media platforms are Melaban, everywhere Melaban. Thank you.
Yes, and on my left, I also have another lady. She's going to introduce herself.
Ariana Chantel, likewise on social media platforms.
Yes, guys, as you are watching, please make sure that you comment, make sure that you give us your views, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, Romi TV Africa. And because this is Chatspot, this is a show that deals with topics that affects the youth, topics that concerns the youth, topics that are very attractive to the youth. So today, there was an article on the Daily Nation that I came across on the weekend. The article was talking about women are raising their dating standards and men are feeling left out. So when you read these stories, that there's a lot of confessions that has come out from various revelers, from various people who were interviewed by this magazine, and most of them, they were under 25s, and it is a majority that this story tends to tackle, because it's being said that most of them are the ones that have raised their dating values, making men to feel to be felt to feel left out, making some of them to walk out of the relationship, to remain single and lonely for the rest of the period. So I will start with you guys. What is your take? Because I do believe that you guys are also below under 30 of age. I'm not sure about your age, but what is your aspect when I start with you, Melaban? Are you ladies raising your bar too high to make men to feel, to develop a fear in making them to walk out of the relationship, to fear dating, to fear being in a marriage? What is your take as we start this topic?
Okay. By setting up high standard,
yeah,
it doesn't mean you can put your man off by putting high standard.
Yeah.
So I will start with when a woman set her standard, doesn't mean he is that cheap, or maybe she is kind of okay. A woman who is like, let me say, not of what.
Just even say in Kiswahili, there's no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a woman who sets her standard is a woman who looks, yani anaangalia, he is forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking like anaangalia mbele, and he is simply looking for what she wants. Yeah.
But according to these articles, it's being said from the respondents, some of the people who responded in terms of giving their sentiments, it's being said that yes, you are saying that you are based on your ambition, where you expect your future to hold, but it is under those circumstances that the men, they still feel that it is too much, that they cannot be able to, feel the pinch, so they decide to walk out and leave you guys alone.
Okay, setting up, it doesn't mean that it is that sana like mnafia who get into relationship or such things.
Yeah.
To set standards,
Yes.
this means that this woman akona she respects herself,
Yes.
one thing, and she value herself. Yeah.
Okay, I'll come to you later.
Okay.
Oriana, what is your point about women, especially the under 30s? There, it's been said that they are setting their bars high so much, to the extent that the boy child feels he cannot be able to sustain the standards and makes him to walk out and remain single and lonely. What is your take? Are the women of this generation setting the standards too much that the boy child cannot be able to meet?
According to me,
Yes.
whatever standards a woman sets for herself or for other man defines her value.
Mm.
Meaning, if she sets set standards zake ziko high,
Yeah.
hapo ndo anajivalue. She knows she's just more than just a piece of meat that you can play with, and it is up to the man to prove yourself worthy of this woman, because she's not just a toy, she's a human being, a very special human being, by the way. So setting the standards is not wrong, it's actually okay. And kama you are a man and you can't put yourself into, as in you can't pull yourself up to that standard, that
Yes.
inamaanisha that's not the woman for you, because every man has his own type of woman. Maybe wewe umeendea mwenye ako high class na wewe unafaa kuwa kwa middle class ama low class. So upon sasa ndo utajua where you lie.
But also in the same story, the way it's written, it's being said that even to that standard, the way you are trying to echo your sentiment, you're trying to support it, it's being said that it has also led to also women again remaining single, because they also don't meet that threshold of the men they were expecting to meet. What would you have to say about that? Because that standard also, I know it's a battle dynamic, it's the way we draw the line, but also to some of them, it has led to them now remaining single and lonely.
It's better I remain single than not to have a man who's not worthy of me. These days, men don't know how to actually treat a woman because they have so much ego. Ati huwezi bembeleza msichana, ati you can't go buy things for her, or you can't like respect her as a woman. And for me, it is better I stay single than to give myself to a man who's not even worthy of me, who won't treat me like the special person that I am. Because if my dad can treat me like that jewel, that diamond from childhood to now, who are you to just treat me like trash? Heri nikae nikiwa single basi kuliko nijipeane kwa mtu mwenye he doesn't deserve me at all, because that's just a stage of my life. Na hivyo ndo utachimba sasa shimo kwangu yenye mimi sitaweza kutoka.
All right. When I take you back to the story a bit, and what some of the reasons they were saying is that what women look for in a relationship, most of these ones in the 20s, is that good communication, emotional intelligence, availability. These are some of the basic qualities that many of the women polled by Saturday Magazine cited. Good communication, emotional intelligence, and availability. Getting back to you, Melaban, what is your reasons considering men of nowadays? Do these reasons flow in terms of, maybe like your case, any man you've encountered, you can decide to use, you can use even your example, beshte yako ambayo amekuwa kwa mahusiano. Kuna sababu kama mawasiliano mema, emotional intelligence, na availability. Is that something you consider? Generally, then before you break it down and tell us if you've ever considered any barrier considering this. Who mna consider good communication, emotional intelligence, and availability? Maybe unifafanulie. Yes, good communication in terms of what? Emotional intelligence, what do you mean? And availability? Maybe we'll break down.
Okay. First of all, I have to say this.
Yeah.
As girls or ladies,
Yeah.
we need for maybe to go out and have good communication. And by going out doesn't mean you are going to spend money or you're going to spend that a lot of money. Actually, you need to go out, you have good communication. Actually, when maybe mkiwa kwa public, you won't fear this man. Unaget? Yeah, you won't fear this man. You yani mtakuwa like mna have conversation yenu vizuri. Yeah, that is that part of good communication.
So as per you, you're trying to mean that good communication is spending time outside. Is that good communication? Like living out,
taking your time. Yeah, sure.
To spend out.
Yeah, to spend out, having communication. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In terms of that communication, how often maybe should it be? Maybe if you're in a relationship or if you have started dating, inafaa mambo ya mawasiliano inafaa ikuwe mara ngapi pengine? Like maybe to be an advice, to advise maybe the upcoming people who like you women. How do you always want it to be? How should it tend?
Okay, it depends. Now maybe the person you're dating.
Yeah.
Okay, most of us, we are busy doing hustling. Yeah, so you have to create time and yeah.
So let's say maybe we communicated last night. Would it be wrong maybe because there might be some work that we are committed to, so hindering us to communicate? Maybe if we communicated last night, can we maybe skip a day, then we communicate one day later? Is it bad? Is it something bad because of commitment?
Yeah, it is actually. No man is busy. Yeah. So
we can skip a day.
No, we can't.
So we should be communicating daily.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do? But men also argue that communication of daily, it's boring. Sometimes you lack what to say. Like if you communicate daily. So at least when we skip like days, we don't skip. At least now tunakuwa na ile hamu ya kuzungumza.
Okay, kama mna vibe like mna you guys mnafaana. I think it is not boring. Actually, it'll flow. Yeah. So that skipping of days, no. Okay, for
just
me,
a day.
no.
Yeah, for you, for it's a no. It's a turn off.
Yeah, sure.
Coming back on my left side, Rihanna. The reason that they decided on this article is that good communication, emotional intelligence, and availability. Those are the basic qualities that many women look for, and they were polled on Saturday Magazine. Do you agree with those sentiments?
Yes, I do.
And maybe you give me your justifiable reasons for good communication, emotional intelligence, and availability. How do they spice up that dating?
You know, if we make time for each other, if we know how to communicate and open up to each other, when we spend time together, it actually builds the relationship because it kind of tightens the bond between us. For me, good communication is when somebody is able to open up to me, is able to tell me things about his life that I need to know, that I should know. Maybe if he has a problem, he can talk about it with me. I can help him. If I have a problem, he can do the same. Or if I have mistakes, he can point them out. That's what I consider as communication. And if we communicate like this, we'll not just be in a relationship, but we'll be helping each other to move forward. Not only in terms of love life, maybe you can help me, unaweza kunanipea advice about my business, uniambie ideas or something like that, or the mistakes I've been doing in life. That's good communication. Making time for each other, I wouldn't say I'm the type of person to hang out with my partner 24/7 every single day, because I want this person to give me time to miss the person. So I won't say every single day you hang out with the person because you're not married yet. I mean, maybe like 2-3 times per week, or depending on the kind of business that you do. So, in terms of texting, calling, or whatever, or on the conversations and stuff, I'm not the kind who believes in talking to each other each time because we run out of things to talk about. a day can pass kama hatujaongea ama siku mbili zipite tuambie tu morning ukoaje kupoa, have a nice day, full stop. Hiyo at least iko sawa, but kasiku kamoja kapite kama hatujaongea, ndo by the time we come back, we start talking, we actually have something to talk about, have something new that has happened, I can tell you, or there's something juicy or something, you know, ndo ikuwe na spice up, ndo mkiongea every day, I'll be bored of the person. Personally, mi nitakuweka na wewe, because nitakuwa naongea na wewe.
She's not agreeing with you.
So like, I'll be bored of the person. That is before marriage, you know. After marriage, nitakuwa na huyu mtu, so I should cope up with him. But before, sazile we're not living together, I sitaki kuongelesha mtu kila siku, because tutakosa story ya kuongea. Then kwani kila siku ndo tutakuwa na story ya kuongea? Maybe what if nothing happened in my nini leo, nimeshinda tu kwa kitanda, nitakwambia babe, nilishinda kwa kitanda. Wallahi, halafu si nilishinda kwa kitanda. You see story, that's just a boring conversation. So give me time. Tukose kasiku kamoja kapite. At least hiyo siku moja maybe a lot will happen. Siku nyingine tukipatana, I'll have something to tell you. Nisi eti tukipatana, just be silent. Kwa nini tulimaliza kila kitu kwa text?
Okay. Yes, okay, I've got your sentiment. So, getting back to the article, there's also one major reason that came out, and the reason was about financially stability of a man. It said that a man who is financially responsible and one working toward his life fulfillment and purpose. So, apart from besides communication, emotional intelligence, and availability, Oriana today, if a guy approaches you, if a guy if a guy comes up and tries to throw his shot on you, would you always maybe start to rate him in terms, start to ask him in terms of the financial stability? You look that one at the moment, instantly when a guy approaches you, unaanza kumuuliza pengine wewe ni what, how much, pesa yako unakula pesa ngapi? Is that something that you look after?
I don't usually look at the financial because
what about speaking on behalf of your ladies?
I know there's some who do, you know, the high maintenance kind of people. Wanataka mtu wako na pesa, ndo akupeleke out, ndo akununulie gifts, akupeleke date. Baby girl, hiyo pesa itaisha. And if we make our relationship based on money, I don't actually love the person, I love your money. Personally, when somebody comes to me, I won't look at that, the financial status. That's the last thing I will look at. You see, at first, maybe this person, I will look at the character. You see, your personality. You know, get to know you better. Ndio sasa tukifika pale pa finance, itakuwa maybe deep kiasi. Because maybe because personally I can date somebody who is not as rich ati akona gari yake nini. I can date somebody like that, as long as the person who I'm dating actually shows me that he cares and he has genuine feelings for me. I have no problem. But if I date somebody just because you have money, mimi pesa yako ikiisha si hata mimi nimeenda, and that's a gold digger. Mimi si gold digger. Personally, girls who look at the financial stability sijui nini, yani mambo ya kufikiria ukianza maisha sahi una date. Personally, mimi siko karibu hadi kuoa bado. Niko mbali sana. So for now, mimi siangalia financial, because if I look at your money, I'm not your girlfriend anymore. I'm just a gold
So for
digger.
you, in terms of dating or in terms of a relationship, you will just look at communication, emotional intelligence, availability. But finance,
there's more.
There's more of that. Maybe can you
add?
add? Maybe you add some of the reasons.
I will look at the person's character.
Yes.
You should have a great character. You should have a great personality. Sitaki ku date mtu wako na anger issues. Okay, maybe you have anger issues and we'll work through them. I wouldn't love to date somebody who is who will judge me based on his past experience. Maybe somebody broke him or her in the past. Akaamua kunitolea pia mimi hasira, ako like he doesn't trust me, ako na insecurities. I don't love people like that. When I'm kazi kwa relationship, which if we do that, hayo relationship haita work. I will also look at the if you are truthful. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kuambiana uongo, hiyo kitu haiwezi work. But if you're truthful and you actually love yourself, actually loving yourself is actually one of the most things. Kama ujipendi, how do you expect me to love you? You see?
Yes, getting back to Melbourne, do you guys, do you agree, maybe do you agree or you disagree that you also look at in terms of financial constraints?
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, sure. Because when you get in a relationship, you don't have to look for maybe for money. Yeah. Okay. In sometimes pesa will matter, but like kuingia kwa relationship, ama maybe you are dating someone because of money, that's a gold digger. Yeah, sure, but of ladies
but
here.
It's been said that you this gender you love soft life, so you want a life that is soft, and we know that money is the one that will facilitate that process, because they say money buys happiness. You see, so I feel like maybe you can also use that factor in terms of dating, or in terms of getting into a relationship, so that it can be also able to facilitate that stuff in terms of maybe going for road trips out and such kind of stuff.
Yeah, and nowadays, our ladies, maybe our girls,
Yes,
they are getting to a relationship because of money, and you can see most of the ladies when they are sponsor. Yeah, when you work on a door, they don't want to date young people. Yeah.
Besides money, what are other reasons that maybe your female friends they have shared with you that you consider before dating, or before taking that initiative of dating or getting into a relationship? What else do you consider? Trust.
Yeah.
Maybe you explain it, you elaborate it more.
Okay, when you have trust in this person,
yes,
okay, utaanza hizo mafikira za he is cheating, ako wapi, ako na magirls, you see? Yeah, so you have to trust, have faith to this man. Yeah, that is it.
Okay,
yeah.
So moving on back to the article, it says that the rise in dating standards, they have grown tremendously in women who their ages are 20s, whom are referred to as Generation Z or later millennials. The shift is hurting men more, because today more men are likely to be lonely and single than their counterparts of 30 years ago. A viral article from Psychological Today said that men are physically single and feeling lonelier than ever. Younger and middle-aged men are the loneliest because they have been in generation. Is probably going to get worse. Maybe personally, maybe if I ask you guys as individuals, because there are some reasons here that they've indicated, which I will read for you. They said that they attribute that the shift to three aspects, namely dating opportunities for men diminishing as relationship standards rise, dating sites being dominated by males at 62%, thus lowering men's chances of matches, and a skills deficit gap that has led to men meeting healthier relationship expectation. Do you agree with these people that majority of men are on the dating on the dating apps looking for women? Has that ratio increased? What might be some of the reasons? If I start with you.
Okay,
dating sites, that majority of men, they have flooded those sites.
Yeah, most of men are there, and actually they are not serious.
Like what do you mean they're not serious?
Okay, when wakiwa kwa hizo dating sites, they are not serious. Actually, what they want is just to have a girl to go, yani kuhike na yeye, to kutoa. Yeah, that thing, but they are not serious because they don't want to date. They don't want to.
But what will make a man to what will make a man maybe to opt for a dating site instead of going to? I think the reason might be at least that it's direct, like like this one, maybe approaching a girl, she snobs you, she assumes. You see, there are those signs, but now there plus the girls that are also on that app, it means that their goal is one. Both of them are looking for one another for the purposes of dating or for the purpose of relationship. Like I don't think that reason of Toto is valid, but I think majority of them, they go for that because this other channel has failed.
Okay, today, nowadays,
Yeah.
dating apps are just, they are not serious actually.
Have you ever tried one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have.
Can you give us your story?
Okay,
How
Tinder.
it went, yeah.
Okay, I was in
Then
Tinder.
you went to, then you will go to explain for us what
Okay,
you're trying to explain,
okay.
yes.
I was in Tinder and I met this guy who was in Mombasa actually, but pictures zenye alikuwa naeka hata hapo si zake. Unaona pictures zenye ameka, he's so cute.
Yes.
Hata una deserve yani kukuwa na yeye, but in a real sense, yani ni mtu tu. Ni mtu tu, and actually tukaongea na yeye, but when you're starting like making a conversation or maybe to continue talking to that person, unaweza soma huyo mtu if he is serious or not. Actually alianza kuniambia even 1 month haiko imeisha, are you going to come for sleepover, are you going yani those things actually, yani kona huyu mse hapana, so I just quitted. So
you quit because the guy was a bit quicker, he was taking things very fast.
Yeah, very
you
fast.
You expected him to be slow.
Yeah, and every conversation he was very sexual.
Oh, it was sexual.
Yeah.
And which you don't like in terms of approach.
Yeah. That means huyu mtu like ako hapa juu ya, that's something.
Okay. When I get back to you, Oriana, what is your sentiments about her sentiments? You were saying that these dating apps, it's not helping maybe men or women to get their preferred choices in terms of dating. Is that true? And maybe there are people who are pretenders, like you find a lot of people flooding the sites with Photoshop, the photos which are not theirs. Maybe what is your sentiment concerning that?
Personally, maybe back then.
Yes.
Back then when dating online started, that's when people were actually hunting for love, wanted something more. But these days it's just like a game, because somebody can be in dating in those apps just for fun. It's not actually looking for somebody ako tu kwa sababu wanataka kuona ni nani yako. And for the men, most of them they just want a one-time kind of person. Mtutu ako hit and run and a hit, then
one night stand.
Exactly, one night stand.
Yeah.
And one night stand. So actually the dating sites don't actually help. Maybe a few are there looking for somebody. Maybe just a few, a very small percentage are actually there looking for genuine love.
Yes.
But a high percent are either there just to pass time, have fun, and to get one night stands. That's my take.
But we also, on that point, we also have people who are genuine and they're looking for people. Maybe what will you view? Someone who has decided, instead of he has tried to approach a girl physically and it's not working, and then he has opted to go for a dating app. How according to you, how do you base that person or that lady? Do you think that maybe because she has gone to the dating app, she's not serious?
She is serious if she knows what she wants and she really is looking for love. She's serious. Or he is serious.
So there's no way that we can maybe say that they're inferior.
But not all of them. Not all of them.
So maybe according to you, which one would you advise someone? Should someone go for physical or dating app is better?
I think physical is better because dating app, somebody can stage their dating apps. Somebody can use somebody else's picture or use maybe akwe ni yeye ndo unaona na text na yeye, but it's actually somebody else you're texting with, So by the time you come and meet this person in person, like face to face, you're like shocked and anakwambia tizo hiyo ni picha yake 5 years ago. You're like, what? You see? So I prefer the physical one. Plus, even in the dating apps, I think it's a bit dangerous because maybe the meetups, you don't know if that person is a dangerous person who can maybe harm you or something like that. So I prefer maybe the physical one, because in this way, I will come to see the real you. I will come to see your actual character. I will actually study you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you want to add? I was seeing you maybe murmuring some words. It seems like you wanted to say something.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's better meet with person like out of dating site, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because dating sites nowadays is very, very, very risky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also maybe you can say it's an advantage because there are also people who are getting
Okay,
money.
for me, I went there because I was serious. But the people I'm meeting
met,
there,
yeah.
they are not serious. Actually, most of them, I think 1% they are
Yes.
serious. 1%, 99% they are not serious.
Yeah.
They just want that 90 whatever one night stand. Yeah.
So the point I'm getting is that it seems like these dating apps, when you compare it to physical, maybe physical is more formal than the online one, because online seems to be, because online seems like someone just wants sex. He wants the act only.
Or maybe
Unlike maybe the physical one cannot say that one. It will take time maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are going for also another reasons that came from this article. So the study is saying that according to the psychologist, it says this, let me read it, that this should be a cause of concern as men typically have better quality of life when partnered, and they possess a lethal combination of being less likely to seek help for their mental health and more likely to commit suicide. Do you think that these sentiments from the psychologist is true, that if men are partnered, if men they have ladies, this one helps them to eradicate cases of committing suicide, eradicate incidents of mental health, same also to women. Do you think that it's true that instead of one remaining single and lonely, he should have a partner at least to be able to curb mental health and cases of depression which can lead to committing suicide? Do you think that is true? Can someone just be single and live happily? At least he or she has to have a partner in order to better his life, to feel like his life is complete.
Okay, it is not true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you are single, you can even commit suicide actually because of loneliness. Yeah, yeah.
When you're single.
Yeah, because unaona maybe mabishti zako wanaenda wana hang out na maboys.
But maybe if I cut you short, but we always see maybe on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, mostly these ladies, you follow these influencers, whenever they break out, whenever they fell apart, they will always be there to write on their Insta stories, WhatsApp status, oh, right now I'm single, nimeoga nimerudi market, maisha ni poa, na enjoy. They always try to lie. They try to hoodwink us, yeah.
Yeah, okay, wanaweza isema hivyo, but inside their heart, it is not.
They are burning.
Yeah, they are burning.
So you are saying that having a partner is better. Your chances of you.
Both of them, they are not actually good, because maybe you can be in that relationship and you are.
It's toxic.
Yeah. 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 So you got stressed, you got depressed. Yeah.
So.
So
both are bad. So after you back lonely and single.
Okay, it's better you be like in a relationship that is not toxic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rather than being single and lonely.
Orianda,
what is your take about this? Is it better for one to be single and lonely? But they say that if you are single and lonely, chances of you getting a mental health or committing suicide is very high. You have a partner and you use this case. What is your take about it?
I don't think being single is a problem.
But psychologists are saying here that they seek help.
We have priests, nuns, they are single, aren't they? And I commit suicide.
Na mental health, like.
Yeah,
you know, there's
maybe.
also that pressure peer age.
You know, yeah.
Unaona watu wanaenda Naivasha nini, through social media wamejaza status TikTok, that peer pressure.
Maybe, yeah, they might be
Mental
suffering
health, yeah.
a bit, but the thing is, you can distract yourself from it. Like, ujiepuke from places where you can get hizo kind of mentally, as long as you distract yourself, maybe in a kazi, or with friends, or with somebody else, I think you can stay single as long as possible.
And remain happy, remain
and just be happy, and just be okay. I don't believe that you need somebody else to make your life worthwhile. Though I'm not advising people to be single.
Yes.
People go get married, no problem.
Yeah.
But if you think being single is something that works out for you, then I don't see any problem with that. Okay. You can. Because maybe that's when you actually give yourself time, you concentrate on yourself, you concentrate on your needs, you concentrate on improving on oneself. Okay. You know? You actually have fun spending time with yourself. Yes. But you also have friends. So the mental thing, maybe in Isazela, you are easily carried away by peer pressure. Otherwise, kama uko na marafiki and you know you're distracting yourself pretty great, you can stay as single as long as you want. Because there are people who've died single. And it's not that they've died because of being single. Maybe they die in old age and they were single. See? Okay.
Yes, so guys, we are taking a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll be giving you more insights and discussing this story to at least try to sensitize and make you aware. Keep watching Romi TV Africa across all social media platforms. I'm your host, Mark Collins Ochieng. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter is at Collins_KE, while on Facebook is at Mark Collins Ochieng.
Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romi TV Africa at Dr.Robert Osoro. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romi TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romi TV Africa at Dr. Robert Osoro. So my brother, so you say that you had started this.
Ulipiga ikaenda kwa wrong number.
Yeah. Mbona umenifanyia?
Welcome guys on Romi TV Africa. This is Chatspot with me, Mark Collins Ochieng, and we are back right now. We were talking about the relationship, and the topic we are discussing is how women are raising their dating standards and men are feeling left out. So we had discussed on our first break some of the reasons, if they were valid or not, and my pundits, some of my guests, they have been able to break it through, and at least we hope that you've at least learned something. So please go to our Facebook page, go to our YouTube page, give us your views, give us your comments. What would you like us to discuss? What is your comment concerning this topic? So guys, getting back to the topic, there was a reason that I sampled here that they talked about on this article concerning men, and I don't know how true that is. So I would like you to give me your views to validate this point. They were saying that according to the psychologist, let me take you back to the article, what is written, and I will quote what was said. It said that psychology said that this should be a cause for concern, as men typically have better quality life when partnered, as they possess a lethal combination of being less likely to seek help of their mental health and more likely to commit suicide. So men are not only angry, but they are getting enraged and hateful towards women. A few sometimes turn murderers. Not Dr. Susan W. Gitau, a counseling psychologist and a certified mediator. One of my manifestations of this rage, she said, is the growth of online misogyny among patches of young males, femicide as well as gender-based violence. So loneliness is serious and should be addressed and supported, she says, but first we have to unpack the root causing of this dating mismatch. By the way, there's a lot, there's this issue to do with anger that is always cited, especially on relationship, concerning men. But I don't know why they dwell on men so much. But there are also women. Kuna wale we call it baby dramas, or baby mamas. The rebellious, even Major sang that song. Niliambiwa nimwache sisikii, lakini yani mbele ya watu ni mpole, lakini looks are deceiving. But hapo ukiangalia ni man imedominate sana. What do you have to say about this issue of anger as far as relationship goes? Because it's something that has come out, and okay, they're dwelling on men so much, but we also don't, we tend to forget about women. Tunaweza fanyaje mambo ya hasira ili mahusiano yaweze kuendelea? Maoni yenu ni gani? When I start with you, issue ya anger. Because babu hautajua when you start dating, or when a guy approaches you, or when a lady approaches you, you won't know the issue. That will take time, unless you are embroiled on a war, on a internal feelings where that thing will emanate. So when I start with you, Melaban, what is your take about anger in terms of relationship and how it should be contained?
Okay, first of all, you have to control yourself.
Yes.
About being what? Okay, unafaa kwanza control your anger first, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, so that maybe it is not good to kukasirika.
Yeah.
You have to maybe whatever chenye like kinakusumbua, you have to share maybe with your partner, ndio at least ikutoke, ama you go outside ndio hiyo anger ikitoka, like you come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think that male ndio kuna anger sana kuliko nini, wanaume ndio kuna hasira sana kuliko wanaume katika mahusiano, ama zina vary, ama ni wanawake ndio kuna hasira mingi?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, for me, me ukasirika sana. Okay. Yeah. So for men, I don't know.
So you, when you kasirika, how do you contain it? Like,
okay, I just go out, or maybe I talk to someone. Hiyo kitu inanitoka tu.
What is the farthest thing that anger has ever taken you to in terms of relationship? Hasira yako imewahi kufanya kitu gani, umeifanya mbaya sana ama ya kushangaza sana mpaka wewe mwenyewe ukashindwa mbona ulifanya hivi? Maybe katika mahusiano ama kwa sekta nyingine. in terms of Asira?
Okay, actually I was heartbroken and I stayed 1 month kwa hao without kutoka like we.
What the hell?
Yeah. So time yenye tu nilitoka like nilikuwa naona men like they are trash. Yeah, so like ilikuwa imefika place hadi nataka kujiua.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Lakini upande wa Asira like imewahi kufanya maybe ukapigana ama kitu yenye umefanya tu wewe afadhali yako tumeona ni poa ili kufanya ukakuwa indoors. Lakini pengine unajua indoors ile hauna harm. Mimi nasema ile yenye umeham mtu ni gani, kitu gani nimekufanya?
Okay, nishaichapa mtu actually.
Wow.
Yeah, nishaimchapa nikamwagia juice. Yeah, because I met her with my boyfriend. So actually I did it.
So you were fighting the lady?
Yeah.
Wow. So how are you able to solve it out? Resolve aje kwa hiyo?
I just quitted because I sipendi ujinga actually. So when I find you cheating, I just quit. Okay. Because mbona mimi nikuwe faithful and you outside there una cheat? Yeah. Okay. Just quit.
Oriana, what is your take? Is it that men are the one who have anger issues mostly, or also women have? And then how do we solve it in terms of dating and relationship?
I mean, I don't know. We just both equal, so everybody has their issues.
Yeah.
I don't think I would say that men have more issues than women, or women have more issues than men.
Yes.
It's not, you can't wait, because there are many women, there are many men, so we've not gone through all of them to join percentage gani nyingi kuliko wengine. So I don't think that kuna more men and more women.
Ni mali gani Asira imekufikisha mbali sana?
I am a person who doesn't let anger control me.
Yeah. But at least there's one time it took over you.
Yeah, I wouldn't love to share that.
You just share it.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
So I'm a person who doesn't let anger control me, because anger leads one to make very hasty decisions that you will come to regret later. So I'm a person who, if I see that there's something that will make me get angry, I tend to either ignore it, not pay attention to it, or just let it slide. Because if I let it get to me, I might do things that I might not be proud of, is it? And I'll end up regretting it baadaye. So in a way pia mimi najiumiza. So hata kama kuna mtu akona anger issues, we all have anger issues. We just need to learn how to control them. That's it. Just learn how to control them.
What about in terms of relationship, the anger?
Even in the relationship, just learn how to control them. Know where your limits are, and help and try your best not to reach those limits. Because you believe you might do something and then later you come to regret it, all because ulifanya because umekasirikia mtu, and maybe the issue is not that big that make it seem to be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So personally I also support your sentiments. I go back because of anger we have seen an upsurge of gender-based violence here in Kenya, which is something that we don't like or we don't advocate for, because it has led to cases of losing lives, it has led to injuries, it has led to bruises that has given some people scars that have never healed. So I just feel maybe if it reaches a point that anger rises, either one of you to just walk out, so that maybe the one who will remain behind will be able to know he or she can contain the anger, instead of just being there and then you fight, because it will lead to locking horns, and it will lead to cases that we don't want to talk about. So moving on this article again, there's a reason that came out, and the reason was about self-aware, and they said that more women are educated today and empowered. They are self-aware and they know what they want, and it's hardly surprising that they want more. So women are contributing financially to the family, and they will demand more. So Dr. Dowd, who has 20 years experience, is a Dr. Gitau, who has 22 years of experience in counseling psychology, adds men are affected by the patriarchy too, and many boys are raised with gender roles that praise toxic masculinity, Dr. Gitao knows that it will take effort to break out it. It's an effort that some people may be unwilling and able to put in. So guys, the issue of women empowerment and education, as far as concerned, it's being said that it's a factor that is really affecting the boy child. We know that as a society, it's something that is good. We give it a thumbs up because at least it has made our women to play so many roles that we used to do. But on the other side, however, men, they feel they are not part and parcel of the society, because women right now, they are using that empowerment and that education to maybe, let me say, to overhead or to behead them, because there's that tendency of 50-50. There's that tendency of division of labor as far as house concern is concerned. Maybe there's some roles, because maybe you are dating a woman who also went to school, she studied. So there's some aspect that she feels you cannot tell him, and a man feels like he's not being given that right, he's not being given that respect that he deserves, because now the woman is also educated. Now she feels that she's also part and parcel of the family, so she can do anything she wants. Like the family, the relationship is based on half-half, 50-50. Do you think that women empowerment, as far as boy child is concerned, it's making the boy child to feel excluded, like if making the boy child to feel belittled in terms of relationship? Venye mmesoma, venye kuna mambo yana two-thirds gender law, yani kuna venye wanasema hiyo wapatia kiburi fulani nyinyi wanawake, kwa hivyo mpaka mnadunisha wanaume. So mwanaume hawezi kuambia kitu yote ama kitu lolote. Maoni yako ni gani?
Okay.
Mnatumia hiyo nafasi kukalia wanaume, yani hiyo mambo ya gender sensitive, yani kuangalia in terms of role, na hiyo mambo ya masomo, empowerment hiyo.
Okay. So about maybe that of
man doesn't feel like he's the head, yeah.
I didn't get your point. That's you're
okay.
Confusing me.
Nauliza, kulingana na article inasema ya kwamba wanawake siku hizi wengi wao wamesoma na wakakuwa empowered. Na kupitia hiyo mambo ya masomo na kuwa empowered, imefanya wengi wao waweze ku take over kwa relationship, like hawapatii mwanaume ile nafasi. Mwanaume ile nafasi ya kiume pale haiwezi kuonekana, ama haiwezi hitajika. Sasa ni hao ndio take charge. So mwanaume ana feel like ako neglected ama ako exclusive, haiko inclusive because of that. So nauliza, hii mambo yenye ya masomo na empowerment, je, inachangia kudorora katika mahusiano ama katika relationship?
Okay,
dating?
most of them they are
you're using that
most of them they are contributing of about that issues of relationship.
Yes.
Because maybe a man is earning more.
Yes.
No, okay, a woman is earning more
yes.
than a man.
Yeah.
So it end up na kukosana, like some disagreements.
Mnapatia pengine, you give the man the task, maybe you go wash clothes.
Yeah, sure.
You wash you carry the baby, you breastfeed, you make sure you take him to the hospital for checkups.
Yeah,
how can we fanya hii tupunguze hiyo kiburi hiyo ya at least hata kama ana salary, lakini baada ajue kwamba man is the head. Asio na kiburi. What can we do?
Man is head.
Like
Jesus.
Azinajaribu kumaanisha yes, mwanamke amesoma, anakula mshahara vizuri, ama fedha zake ni mob, anapata mshahara mingi kuliko mwanaume. Na mwanaume pia alikuwa amesoma, lakini ile tu hali ya kazi. Lakini sasa unapata mwanamke juu ya hiyo akona kiburi fulani, akona ego fulani.
Okay, you as a woman, you have to respect your husband.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to look like for that being like an more, like more than. Yeah, so you have to respect actually. Yeah. Usikuwe na that disagreement because of maybe where you are head than me,
Yeah.
or she is head than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in a scenario that it happens, maybe what is the way forward? Like maybe should a man just decide to walk out of the relationship?
No, you don't
Scenario
have to
kama
walk out.
yeah.
You don't
Because now
have
you
to-
feel belittled, na dharauliwa nini.
You
unapewa
don't.
kazi.
You don't have to walk out, by the way.
Yeah.
You as a man, you have to work hard. Actually, you have to
To
work.
ensure that
Yeah.
okay. You overpass her limits.
Mm-hmm.
Oriana, what is your take on the issue of empowerment that they say that you're using that platform to belittle men, to make them feel like they are nobody as far as the relationship is concerned?
As a woman, I would say a man should give me a reason to put him before me, as in the leader of the family, I'm a head of the family. You should give me a reason, because there's no way. Mimi ndo ninalipa rent, mimi ndo ninalipa school fees, mimi ndo ninanunua chakula, nanunua vitu za nyumba, nafanya kila kitu, and you still expect me to handle you as the head of the family. You see, I should see at least, hata kama I'm earning more, I should see at least an effort that you're putting. Ndo mimi hata mimi nikuwe like, hata mimi shukisha kiburi yangu chini, nikuache wewe, you be the head. But if I see mimi ndo the provider of the family, as in mimi naona tu bila mimi yo family tu ni done. I personally sita kuweka kwa hiyo position that I should respect you or something. A man, hata kama how small your business is, you should know how to manage your money. Because these days, tabia wanaume, most of them are into drinking, clubbing. So you pour most of the money there, ukisahau mambo ya familia, then you leave me to take care of the family issues, and you expect me to still put you as the head of the family. In no world can that make sense. In no world can that make sense.
What if in a scenario maybe the man was just laid off from work and then...
Maybe that one I will understand. I will gladly provide for the family. Lakini wewe usikae kwa nyumba, enda tafuta kazi. That's the thing.
Okay. Yes, so on the last part of this article before we close the show, is that it says like this, that this is Professor Gachuta, that many are disappointed with the detachment of their partners. The modern woman wants her emotional needs met. They need to feel the connection and want a partner who can help her around the house. Okay, end of the quote. The marriage and the family therapy say that, while adding that women today want a friend, a companion, and an affectionate man. Okay, so emotional maturity is all good, but women today still want a man who is self-aware and dealing with his past traumas. Many say they are not ready to act as shrinks, and men should embrace the seek of therapy for their baggage. If someone is taking from you rather than adding to your life, what is the point of dating them? That is those are words from Melanie Anami. She's 26-year-old, a lawyer. Okay, when I sense a man is about to ask me out, I ghost them because of the responsibility that come with being in a relationship. Grace Nduku, 29, a marketing manager who sees relationship as burdensome, says. So from the paragraph, the one thing that I would like to underline is the issue to do with the companion and affectionate man. So I would like to ask you, ladies, the two ladies, when I start with you, Melabine, does the society of today, does a man maybe give enough affectionate in terms of relationship? Wanaume wasikizo wanapeana mapenzi ile ya kudumu, na are they companion? Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Why maybe?
Because nowadays men, they don't like, what am I going to say?
Yeah.
Men today are not serious actually than
They
they are
all-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kunao wako serious, eh? But most of them, they are not serious. They just want to come and maybe ruin your life, maybe wasting your time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So according to you, according to you, feel like majority of the men's, they're not companion and affection. Maybe what do you think might be the reason? Is it by the way they were brought up in the society? Maybe hawakukuzwa venye hawakufundishwa. Tuseme society sasa imekosa watu wa kuelimisha ndio wakuwe serious ama wakuwe watu wako affectionate ama companion. Tatizo linaweza kuwa inaanzia na wapi?
Shida, okay. It may like inaweza kuwa hiyo like hawakufunzwa vizuri.
So wazazi wamelegea.
Yeah, wamelegea sana. In another terms, like they just decide to be them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because hawasikizi chenye like wanaambiwa, you see. Yeah, maybe hata they were educated about that, being a good.
But they didn't take it seriously.
Yeah, sure. So they just want to be them and control maybe. Yeah.
Oriana, what is your point about this? Is it true that Ama it is a force that nowadays men, they are not companion and affectionate compared to before? Is that true? Is it valid, Ama?
Kind of. Maybe. Depends. Not all men. Some men actually do. But some of them don't, because maybe it's not that they don't know how. Okay, some of them don't know how to. Maybe they have not been taught how to. Others, maybe it's because of their past relationships, they've been heartbroken, and they don't think they have room to risk it, getting into a relationship, showing that kind of compassion, because they don't want to get hurt again. So I think they have the potential to. Some of them have the potential to, but things like previous heartbreaks or maybe the relationships that they have seen, they have grow and break at the same time. It's what is limiting them. Maybe others don't know, but mostly when you hawajui, I would say wametoka from the rural areas, ushago hawajui how to treat a woman like perfectly. So yeah.
Okay, the points that you said, I'm underlining that aspect of being brought up of the previous relationship. Maybe, what do you think can we do? Maybe should they go? Can we take them maybe for a seminar to teach them, for some guidance and counseling for them to be better? What should we do for to curb this menace?
Of things cannot be healed just by a seminar or a talk or something.
Yeah.
It's a matter of the man deciding to open up and not to give this thing one more try. You know, to convince himself acha nifanye hivi. Uniujiambie, because no matter how many times I talk to somebody, haitamaanisha they'll change just because they said it. It's for you to make that decision by yourself. Ujiambie, this is what I'll do. I will give this love thing another try. So it's a matter of what you will say, not at
It's individual responsibility.
Yeah, it's individual decision actually.
You are talking about the issue of those people who have been bred up, or they've been brought up in rural areas. Can you maybe blame the parents for that? To raise their kids who lack these, these vices, these elements of affection and companionship?
I want to blame the parents because they didn't choose to stay there.
Yeah.
It's a matter of this male person, this male person to explore, investigate how these things are done. Because some of them don't actually provide the exact compassion that a girl needs. Now, what they have to do, they just do whatever mwenye atakuja mwenye atanipenda for who I am. Just try to grow on it, you know, because sikupenda kwako kukaa kwa rural areas. So that lazima ukuje urban ndo ujue hadi kuna watu wako urban na wajue kurusha mstari. So you can just try to grow, you know, from kuna this internet, so you can even watch videos there. Your parents or one's kids, you can also ask them.
You can also follow the programs that are being aired on radio, TV. such topics.
Yeah.
Yes. So guys, we've come to the end of the show. This is the Chatspot. I've been your host, Collins Ochieng. On Facebook, you can follow me at Mark Collins Ochieng. On Instagram and Twitter is at Collins_KE. I hope, guys, you've learned a lot. Most of the youths, you've known what are the merits, what are the demerits, what are the reasons that are making maybe men to walk out of the relationship or women to walk out of the relationship. So I hope you will consider that and you will use it to spice up your relationship. And in case maybe your relationship was ruined or you walked out of the relationship, never give up, try another one, and consider the elements, some of the tips that we have given you, so that you can use it to catalyze to speed up your dating or your relationship process. So thank you guys for joining me. I will start with you. Please give us your parting shot, as also you give us your social media handles.
Okay, I have to say this once again.
Yeah.
About the topic we were talking about.
Yes.
Of standing, like setting high standard.
Yes.
Okay, by setting high standard, it doesn't mean like, okay, you as a girl, you have to make that, or to set that high standard, because I think you respect yourself, you love and value yourself. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say. And my social media platforms are Melaban, everywhere Melaban. Thank you.
Okay, and you? Yes.
What I can just say is that the relationships we are in today, people that are in the relationships, they shouldn't let little things ruin the good things that they have, because you have a good thing, both genders. As a girl, most of the, and as also a male, other people's opinion should not justify what your relationship is. It shouldn't, because that is how your relationships usually get ruined. And also, there is this kind of mentality that most men usually have, that it isn't wrong for them to play around, but it is wrong for the girl to play around. You know, that actually defines you, because a woman who plays around with many men, they're called prostitutes, right? So you as a man, and that woman doesn't actually respect her body, she doesn't respect herself, she doesn't respect her dignity. That's what it means. So even for a man, it applies the same. So if you're the kind of person you're like, I can play with anybody I want, and you choose to play with anybody you want, it's not just affecting other people, it tells a lot about who you are. It means you don't respect your body, because this is a temple, by the way, remember that. So if you just let anybody just give your body to any person in the name of other titles, at being good or something, that you need to explore something, you know, it's not just affecting others, it's also affecting you. Because me personally, nikikuja niambiwe na mtu mwanamume ati I have a body count of 30 something, of 40 something, nata hakuna an inch of regret, that's a very big red flag. Because number one, we hauna dignity. Uji, like, inamaanisha even when I get into a relationship with you, you'll just be the same fuckboy.
Maybe I make, like, and defend the Bible. You know, even the Bible, Solomon had how many wives?
And do you think God approved it?
Yes.
You think God approved it?
Yeah.
You don't remember, hata when you say Solomon had many wives and concubines, God was never happy with that. It is even written in the Bible. God was never happy with that. And I don't remember the verse, but I know God was never happy with that. God was never happy with the act. He tabia ya kumari many people. That tells a lot about you. You would respect mwili yako. So unapea to anybody that comes up. A lady comes, nataka unampea. Haujui msichana, even though unapatanga watu wanapata ukimwi. This is how these people get STIs, STDs, all in the name of sharing.
What if the person doesn't?
Can you tell your mom that? I'm telling you. Unaweza ambia mama yako, mama mimi ni mtu wa kuexplore, nataka kuenda kulala na wanawake wengi. Can you do that?
No.
Example. Why?
Or that's
Why?
why.
No. Why can't you tell her? Because even you ukiambia mamako hivyo, hawezi ambia watu wengine, she'll be embarrassed.
Invite watu wajue inawaambia wanataka kuongea Instagram Romi TV.
Exactly. So what I mean is, just because you sleep with many people,
So
that's
you're advocating
you
for
see,
one.
Yeah, one person. Tulia na huyo mtu mmoja, because you chose this person for a reason.
But sometimes
If you don't want this person, you are a many person, but enda lala na watu na hiyo
maybe
maisha yako.
for instance it may happen like some kumeshaza watoto. Sasa na notice vitu fulani
gani before mfike hiyo part ya marriage lazima ukwenda, maana you usually told you don't just meet and get married immediately. You give yourself time ya kujuana tuneni. Haukuoneza kujua hizi vitu zote at that time surely. You should know the weaknesses, how this person is angry, when he's vulnerable before when they marry. But
there's some ladies who are lonely, they want that opportunity.
If you want to go to those lonely kids, divorce this person, basi. Enda kwa lonely.
And be kind with them.
Be kind with them. Na uishi peke yako hivyo kuwe kind now. Because believe you me, that kind of mentality is what is ruining marriages these days.
Oh boy, child, you're getting the insights, you're getting the lessons of your learning something, huh?
These days marriages don't pass at 5 years, 6 years. Kwa nini uchali anataka kuwa kind? Then after amecheat ndo anakuja kurealize he did a mistake leaving this woman.
But
unaona he wants to get
they
back.
also feel the reason of women being men in terms of population.
How is that your problem? Why should that affect you?
So they are considering
hadi wanaume ni hata wanaume ni wengi.
Like kind of zile ratio, so like ile unajua sasa kama iko kwa
what
fulani.
Is marriage to you? What is marriage to you?
Marriage is the covenant between two people.
Exactly. When you say two people, not 3, 4, 5 or anything. 2 people. And what is sex?
Also between 2 people.
Thank you.
It's an act.
Thank you.
So don't that be kind.
Hope my fellow men you've garnered a lot of lessons from the 2 ladies. Any last words you'd like to say?
Social media platforms, Oriana Chantel, obviously.
Okay, thank you guys for watching Romi TV Africa. It's been your show, Chatspot, with me, Mark Collins Ochieng. See you tomorrow, same place, same time. Have on Romi TV Africa. Thank you for watching.
Alright, welcome once again to this month's show on What is Your Story with Dr. Robert. Also remember, once again, we are back. This is a program that happens every Sunday at 6 p.m. only at Romi TV Africa at Dr. Robert. So my brother.